Alright then, hello guys. I guess before this video gets started, I just want to give out a quick disclaimer. Let me read this from the last video that I made. I'm doing these back to back. So, quick disclaimer: the content provided in these tutorials is intended for educational purposes only. So anyway, let's get started with this challenge. So, we're doing the last Lord of SQLI injection challenge. Reason being is because Nessie, as the one I have right here, which is supposed to be next, is under construction. So I won't be able to do it. So this is technically our last one, which I'm doing right now, which is Poltergeist. And Poltergeist. So I guess let's get started with Poltergeist. So uh, Poltergeist is pretty interesting for the most part because it's still SQLite injection. So we're gonna be using SQLite. That's why hence I have this up in here, the SQLite SQL injection cheat sheet. So with this challenge, we select ID from a member where ID is equal to admin and PW. So we get the PW. This is, I guess, where we're injecting. And then wherever our result is, we print it out, which is pretty interesting for the most part. Hello, and then the result from ID. If the result is true, if it returns a valid result. And to pass this challenge for the most part, we need to whatever our PW, whatever we enter, has to match to the Poltergeist flag. And right here it says the flag is in flag underscore hash table, not in member table. So let's look over the whole database. So this is giving an idea what kind of thing we're supposed to do. So for the most part, what we were doing in the past is just brute forcing the password. But in this case, we're supposed to look over the entire database. We're supposed to look over the tables. So it's in the table. So how do we do this in SQLite? So one of the very first things I looked at was just look up a SQLite SQL injection cheat sheet. So if I go back right here, I just looked up, like I said, SQLite injection cheat sheet. And I looked at, I think the very first thing that popped up. And then the things that popped up to me was the table name enumeration. So that's this is where I copied my payload from. So if I just copy this, and then we see this right here, right? So what I did was just basically put a question mark PW equals, and then I closed it, and then I did a union select union. So why union? Because it's gonna run the second part of the query for the most part. So if I just copy the payload right here, and then just after that just close it out, we get so you could say this union ignores this this part right here. So it doesn't select this part or select where ID member PW. It selects the name from the SQLite master where type is equal to table. So it selects all the tables. It selects the table name and it prints out the table name. So now we have the table name. So now that we know the table name, we can select anything from that table. So what I'm gonna do is basically do select, which is star, which you can think of it as select all from, and then the table name that we got from this injection. Because like I said before, this selects, it gets the name from SQLite master where the type is table, and then after that this is commented out. So now we do that. So we select from, and then I just copy the table. So select. So right now I'm gonna select all the values from this table, which is flag 70 that, and then after that I just comment the rest of it out, and then we get the flag, which if we insert inside PW, PW is equal to whatever we enter, we get Poltergeist clear, which is the way to solve this challenge. So I'll just repeat myself again. So this is a way to do table enumeration in SQLite. This is just a payload I found, and then basically it selects the name from the SQLite master. So I guess you ask yourself, what is SQLite master? We just looked that up for the most part. What is SQLite master? SQLite. So the table SQLite master contains description of all the other tables, index, triggers, and views that are contained within the database. And then this challenge, it says right here, let's look over the whole database. So that gives us a hint to use SQLite master. But that doesn't give us a hint to exactly use SQLite master, but it gives us a hint that we want to look over the entire database, or the entire database to look at the table. So for the most part, and luckily for us, by using this payload provided, it returned, I guess, it returned the let's see if we go back right here. Luckily for us, it returned this table first. I want to see what happens if we put member, select all from member, because it says right here not in the member table, so I'm guessing member is a table. So if we do something like union select from and then member, and then we just comment this out. I guess nothing came out, so I guess that was in the table. Select all from member. Yeah, member. Did I spell that right? Member. Yeah, I did. So anyway, yeah. So this basically, for the most part, got all the names from SQLite master, which were part of the data type table, and then it printed out this flag one. So this gives us a hint. This may be where the flag is at. So what I did next was just select all the values. So that's why the start is there. I didn't specify for a specific value. I just select all values from table that, and then it printed this out for the most part. So it selected all the values. So we could even be more specific on what value we want to select. I don't know. Flag is in, I don't know, select ID. I don't know. Select ID or select yeah, basically select whatever. But yeah, you can select, but for us we weren't specific, so that's why we put star, which signifies all. It selects all. It's a wild card. So yeah. So anyway, that's about it for this challenge. Hopefully you guys learned something new, and this is the last part of the, I guess, Poltergeist challenge. And thank you guys for, I guess, supporting me. Maybe for the next videos I might start focusing on Pwn. I'll probably still be doing web ones, but probably not that, I guess, difficult, unless you guys know of any other web challenges that you guys want me to do. And comment down below if you guys want to see any new web challenges. And yeah, yeah, that's about it for this video. Anyway, peace.